Hi guys, welcome to Gyaanbee for NEET's YouTube channel. Of course, to just give you an idea, Gyaanbee for NEET is a NEET app, a NEET biology app, which helps you to memorize, NEET biology and helps you to score 360 out of 360. I'm one of the founders of Gyaanbee for NEET, and what we've been doing is that we also have a Telegram group where we've been posting a lots of question papers. The Telegram group is called t.me/Gyaanbee. And in case you would like to be a part of that group and get access to our free question papers, please do subscribe. We're almost posting question papers every week. In that Telegram group, of course, a lot of people saw the question papers and asked us if we could also do a video which would help them, solve the questions, which would help them understand the questions better. So that's what we are going to do here today. In case you are seeing this video for the first time, in case you've never had access to the question paper, I kindly suggest you to download the question paper from the video's description. That will be paper one. So the first paper with 14 questions. So you could just download the paper, just solve all the answers first and then come back to this video. And also I told you about Gyaanbee for NEET app. The Gyaanbee for NEET app is a completely free app. We have 10,000 flashcards. We've got lots of question banks. We're also coming up with a test series which you could access for free. So which you can download from www.gyanbeeforneet.com. So I hope you guys have, of course, seen the question paper. In case if not, just see the question paper once and then continue this video. So it'll be very helpful for you to, follow through the video. So today I've got 14 questions for you. I'll be reading out a question, reading out the answers to the question, and then I'll also explain why that answer is the right answer. Okay. So without further ado, let me begin. So let me start off with question number one. And question number one is, which of the following forms the basis for modern taxonomic studies? So I've got four options. The first option is external and internal structure along with the structure of the cell. Second is the development process. Third is ecological information of organisms. And the fourth is all of these. So these are your four options. And many, of course, got the answer to the question right. The answer to this, of course, is all of these, which means external and internal structure along with the structure of the cell, development process, and ecological information of organisms all form the basis of modern taxonomic studies. So option number D is your answer. In case you got that right, a round of applause for you. And moving on to question number two, the second question that I had in the question paper. So the second question is, which of the following is a mismatch out of these four options? One of them is a mismatch. So the question is, which of these is a mismatch? Option number one is Pusa swarnim brassica, resistance to white rust. Option 2, Pusa gaurav brassica, resistance to aphids. Pusa sem 2, Pusa sem 3 and Pusa a4, flat bean, resistance to fruit borer is option number 3. And option number 4 is Pusa komal, cowpea, resistance to bacterial blight. So out of these, one of them is a mismatch. So let me start off from the first one. So Pusa swarnim brassica, resistance to white rust, matches. So that's not a mismatch. That's actually right. Pusa gaurav brassica, resistance to aphids, is also right. The third one, Pusa sem 2, Pusa sem 3 and Pusa a4, flat bean, that is the incorrect match because Pusa a4 is not a flat bean. In fact, they are varieties of okra or lady's finger. Okay. So out of these four options, the option that is a mismatch is option number 3, which is Pusa sem 2, Pusa sem 3 and Pusa a4, flat bean. Okay. So that's the answer I was looking for. So option number 3 is the right answer for question number 2. And moving on to question number 3, which of the following is an amide? Is it aspartic acid A? Is it B, aspargine? Is it C, glutamic acid? or is it D, arginine? Okay, so which of the following is an amide? Is it aspartic acid? Is it aspargine? Or is it glutamic acid? Or is it D, arginine? So, aspartic acid, glutamic acid, and arginines are all amino acids. That's true. They contain an amine group and a carboxylic acid group in their chemical structure. Okay. But aspargine, on the other hand, is an amino acid that contains an additional amide group in the place of the carboxylic acid group that is found in the aspartic acid, which of course makes aspargine an amide, and that's why option number B, aspargine, is the right answer that I was looking for. So option B, aspargine, is the right answer. In case you got that right, very good going. And moving on to question number 4. So the question number 4, in F2 Mendelian population of 100 pea plants, how many are expected to be pure tall plants? Is it 100? Is it 75? Is it 50? Or is it 25? 100, 75, 50 or 25? Most of them got the answer to this question right. So the answer is of course D, 25. And I'll tell you why D25 is the right answer. So in F2 generation, out of 100 pea plants, 25 plants will be pure tall. This is due to the genotypic ratio, which is of course 1:2:1, obtained in the monohybrid cross. Hence 25% will possess the pure tall genotype, 50% hybrid genotype, and 25% pure dwarf genotype. So that's the reason why 25 was the answer I was looking for. Option D. Most of you got that right. So very good going for this question as well. Question number 5 was very surprising because this turned out to be tricky for us, a few people. So, from the following postulation of Mendel, which one expresses the second law of Mendel? The second law of Mendel. Option A is each character is controlled by a discrete unit called factor. Option B is factor occurs in pairs. Option C, in dissimilar pair, only dominant factor is expressed. Option D, two factors for a character are not mixed up. Both are recovered in F2 population after segregation. So those are your 4 options. And like I said, we did the most answers that we received were incorrect answers. There are a few that got that right. The answer here is option D. Two factors for a character are not mixed up. Both are recovered in F2 population after segregation. Okay. So it's the only, in fact, it's the only option in the question that expresses the second law of Mendel, which is the law of segregation. All the others, the first 3 options, each character is controlled by a discrete unit called factor. Factors occur in pairs. In dissimilar pair, only dominant factor is expressed. Are all options that represents the first law of Mendel, which is the law of dominance. Okay, so option number D is the answer that I was looking for question number 5. All right, so moving on to question number 6. And question number 6 is a statement type of a question. Which of the following is /R possible for a modified allele? Okay, is it A, it can produce no enzyme? Is it B, it can produce a non-functional enzyme? Or is it C, it can produce an altered and functional product? Again here, a lot of you were very close to getting the right answer. Most of them answered A and C, which is can produce no enzyme, can produce an altered and functional product. But the answer is in fact option D, all of these. So modified alleles, it can produce no enzyme, it can produce a non-functional enzyme, and it can produce an altered and functional product. So all 3 options are in fact the right options. So all of these is the answer I was looking for. Alright, so question number 7. Among the following, which can be a common feature exhibited by both living and non-living beings? So among the following, which can be a common feature exhibited by both living and non-living beings? Option A is growth. Option B is consciousness. Option C is metabolism. and option D is cellular organization. So those were your four options, and most of you, of course, got the answer to the question right. The answer is in fact option A, growth. Okay, so to give you an idea, growth, of course, is defined by an increase in body mass, and we know, of course, how living beings grow. Living beings grow by cell division and maturation, but non-living beings, especially something like a mountain, can grow with accumulation of soil, accumulation of dust particles, etc. Non-living being does not have consciousness. Non-living being does not have metabolism, and non-living being does not have cellular organization. So the answer is in fact A, growth, and that's the right answer I was looking for. All right, we're halfway through, and here, of course, let me just tell you again that we've got an app which is called Gyaanbee for NEET.com, a completely free app that has lots of flashcards that you can use to memorize biology and score 360 out of 360 in NEET biology. You can, of course, have access to lots of question banks, 10,000 plus question banks, which can all be accessed, for free. So moving on to question number 8, we're halfway there. Moving on to question number 8. Question number 8 is ICBN stands for. What is the expansion of ICBN? Is it International Code of Biological Naming? Is it International Code of Botanical Nomenclature? Is it International Class of Biological Nomenclature? Or is it International Classification of Biological Nomenclature? A lot of people, while answering the question, I think were in a hurry to answer the questions, because what has happened is that people have answered International Class of Biological Nomenclature as the right answer, but it is in fact International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. It's not biological, it is botanical, because it appears near. I think people got a little confused. But anyway, so ICBN, or International Code for Botanical Nomenclature, is responsible for framing rules and guidelines for naming fungi, algae, plants, etc. Okay, so that's the answers looking for. And moving on to question number 9. So question number 9 is, diatoms float on the surface of the water due to which of these? Okay, and your options are A, two flagella, B, fat, C, starch, or D, vacuole. So is it two flagella, fat, starch, or vacuole? And most of them got the answer right to this question. The answer is in fact fat. Okay, fat is what helps diatoms float in the water. So diatoms float because of lightweight fats or lightweight lipids that are present in them. They also act as a reserve food material in them, and these molecules, because they are light, they improve the buoyancy. And in case if you don't know what buoyancy is in fact the ability for of any organism to float in water. Okay, so that's why diatoms float in water with the help of lipids or fat. So option number B was the right answer that I was looking for. Alright, so moving on to question number 10. Question number 10 reads, pollen viability period for Rosaceae family members is about 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 week, or several months. So pollen viability period for Rosaceae family members is about 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 week, or several months. So uh, so a lot of people actually answered this incorrectly. They had written 1 week, but it's not 1 week. The answer is in fact D, several months. In the members of Rosaceae, Solanaceae, and Leguminosae, the pollen viability is maintained for several months due to the presence of something called sporopollenin, which is considered to be one of the most resistant organic material known to people. Okay, so that's why several months was the answer I was looking for, which is option number D. You got that right. Very good answer. And moving on to question number 11. Question number 11 reads, apomixis is common in which of these? Your options are A, Fabaceae, B, Solanaceae, C, sunflower and grass families, or is it D, mustard family? So Fabaceae, Solanaceae, sunflower grass families, and mustard families. A lot of you got the answer right, so very good answer. The answer is in fact sunflower and grass families. So apomixis, which is nothing but asexual seed formation, is a result of the plant's ability to bypass the most fundamental aspects of sexual reproduction, which is basically meiosis and fertilization. So some of the examples include Asteraceae, which is of course sunflower, grasses, Poaceae, Rosaceae. All of these is evolved to have apomixis, which is nothing but asexual seed formation. Okay, so very good answer. So sunflower and grass families was the answers looking for. And question number 12, question 1 2. In majority of angiosperms, embryo sac is A. trisporic, B. tetrasporic, C. bisporic, or D. monosporic. So trisporic, tetrasporic, bisporic, or monosporic. Uh, so, a lot of you again got the answer to this question right. The answer is in fact D, monosporic. So, in fact, the majority of angiosperms produce monosporic embryo sacs in which three of the four megaspores suffer programmed death, which is basically apoptosis, and only one, which is usually the chalazal megaspore, undergoes mitotic divisions to produce a mega gametophyte. Okay, so in majority of angiosperms, embryo sac is in fact monosporic. That's the answer I was looking for. We have come to the penultimate question of this video, which is question number 13. And question number 13 is find the incorrect match from the following with respect to the structures involved in vegetative propagation. So find the incorrect match from the following with respect to the structures involved in vegetative propagation. Is it A. bulbils agave, B. leaf buds begonia, C. roots chrysanthemum, and D. aerial shoot sugarcane? So, of course, in case if I've been moving too fast through this question paper, I would kindly request you to just comment underneath and tell me how quickly I'm going or if I'm going in the right pace, etc. Because I usually tend to speak much faster. If you want me to go slower, please put in your comments, and I will definitely from the next video try to adjust my pace so you're able to follow me as we solve the question paper together. And the answer to this question, question number 13, a lot of you actually got this answer incorrectly. The answer we were looking for is roots chrysanthemum, because in chrysanthemum, the lateral branch arises from the main stem, growing horizontally beneath the soil and coming upwards, giving rise to leafy shoots. So this type of propagation is called a sucker, and it does not happen through roots. Okay, so that's the answer I was looking for. So roots chrysanthemum is the incorrect match in this question. Of course, before I move to the last question, I've got to tell you that we've got a Telegram group which is called Gyaanbee, just t.me/Gyaanbee, where we'll be regularly posting question papers, we'll be regularly posting factoids, fact sheets, etc. that you could, of course, use to achieve better results in your exam. You can also download resources from our website, which is www.gyaanbeeforneet.com. And of course, you can download the app, the free app, which is Gyaanbee for NEET, that's available in the Play Store. So download the app and you can, of course, use that as a resource as well. All right, so question number 14, the one last question in this video. So again, an incorrect statement. So mark the incorrect statement with respect to sexual reproduction. A, it can be uniparental or biparental. B, organisms produced are called offsprings. C, it produces variations in offsprings. And D, it is a fast but complex process. A, it can be uniparental, biparental. Is it B, organisms produced are called offsprings? Is it C, it produces variations in offsprings? Or is it D, it is a fast but complex process? So most of you got the answer to this question right. So the answer to this question is of course D. It is a fast but complex process. So sexual reproduction is not a fast process. It is in fact an elaborate, complex and slow process. Okay, it is a little complex, but it is a slow process and it is not a fast process. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. In case if you guys have any doubts, you can of course comment under this video. We'll try to give as many uh, we'll try to give as many questions and as many videos as possible to help you prepare for the NEET biology exam. And like I said earlier, if you want to score 360 out of 360 in your NEET biology, you need to memorize the entire NCERT book, which can be done with the help of the flashcards you created in the app. So go to www.gyanbeeforneet.com and download the app today. Thank you so much for taking your time and joining us today in this video. See you soon in yet another video. Till then, this is Surya from Gyaanbee signing off. Thank you so much. Take care.